Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. It is difficult to talk after such an eloquent speaker, Ukai, and beauty. How do you match that? I love this story of this boy. You know, Nyaup is really ravaging our society. And one thing that I always find is that women trust these boys when they help them with parking, you know, at the malls and all that. And I can't understand, how do you trust somebody who's standing there and I was and the ladies follow that hand. And the next thing you hear, oh! I said, how? I was on James Gantry. He said, it's just when I'm on jail. But there's this one of this boy who, you know, is parking cars in the mall. This is a music parking car. He goes, and he sees this teacher, English teacher, grade 11 or 12. And he says, hello, man. And he said, well, man, have you forgotten? You used to teach me English. And he looks at him, I mean, because all day, he's like, get away, but I don't know who you are. Now he wants to boast to all these other guys. You know, to say, hey, man. And he goes, hey, gents, do you see this lady? I'm what I am. Because of her. I mean, though it means something, I mean, it meant it in a good way, you know? But the thing is just kind of wrong. Because now we can speak English because of the teacher, you know. And yeah, you know, Lebo, today I'm what I am. Because of you. It was a very interesting meeting, actually. I was at the market, and when I'm at the market, and at that time I was busy directing plays, acting plays. And while we were busy holding auditions at Kippies, you know, I don't know if you know, there's a small building on the precinct of the market, Kippies, and they were holding auditions there. And I heard that they were holding auditions, and I just come out for the rehearsal. I was going to rehearsal because I was still finishing off, I think, Generations at that time, or had finished it, but because I used to do things during the day and then rehearse plays in the evening. So I went in there and they were, you know, holding auditions. And because I'm an actor, you know, I come in there and I said, hey man, you know, maybe I should audition, you know. At the end of the rainbow, there's no place you can. And he goes, I think you should read for us. And I'm like, well, yeah, I don't know, wait. And he gives him the script, he gives him the CD. Well, as they say, the rest is history. I went, read the script, and then he said, learn the song, you know, they live in you. And can I sing to save my life? I can basically act my way into singing. So basically I went and I auditioned, you know, the acting part I was confident. Hey, but the singing part, and which was my worst, even when I was doing the show in London. You know, the beginning of the play, acting, doing the confrontation, Mufasa, everything, I'm good. The moment of the singing of the They Live in You, I used to pray every night. I used to pray every night. But I think there's something amazing about the desire to do. And that desire to do, some way, somehow, I think somehow it's put to notes in my voice, you know, and I'm, you know, acted my way into singing, and somehow you actually put a note in my version of the song, didn't you? And that just shows that if I can get serious about it, man, you guys better watch it. But Lebo, my brother from you, when I got, I think the very first day of rehearsals in London, and as we were breaking, reading the script and all that, and I looked into how you translated, the Lion King, when we were doing television 2 and 3, translations at times would be so literal, and it used to be, I think, actually insulting in a way. But when I looked at what Lebo had done with the translation of the Lion King, it is the Lion King. And if you want to translate it, Mrs. Zuluzuti, Bubezi Bos, or Kosi Bubezi, But look at where he goes. He calls it Ingonya. And that is King. And I think just that for me, my brother, to go into that space and bring that translation, that the Lion King, that just, and for me, it was every night when I am in the show, and I had the pleasure of listening to deliveries of the show, I think for 2 years, every night. And as I listened to what Lebo brought into the show, it is what makes that show. You did an amazing job, my brother. And I am glad, even though we are at this difficult time in your life at the moment, when you have lost your dad. And I came into Lion King to play a dad. And a dad who was there for his son, taking him through the paces. And we live in an environment today where dads are not there to do their duties to their sons. Lion King, I think it's going to outlive him. Lion King is going to outlive all of us, because the story of father, son, or a family story, and the story of taking on things, and the story of believing. When you were talking about, Lion King is such a religious story. It really is. And when it says he lives in you, it takes the whole, the religion thing to another level. Because most of the time we're looking for God, and God is what? Our Father. And we constantly like going, Almighty Father, Almighty Lord. Oh Lord. But He's here. He lives in you. And I think to come to that realization of that, God lives in you. And also even, it talks about faith. And sometimes, we look for faith, we actually go for dooms and all those kind of things. And we go for the waters of the minister, of the pastors. And in the Bible, with the story of Bethesda, Jesus finds this guy, lying next to the pool. And he says, why are you lying there? And he says, but there's nobody who's helping you to go in there. And he says, no. Just roll up your mat. And what does he say? Your faith has healed you. You know, he didn't put any doom or make you drink petrol or eat petrol, you know, or go. But when you don't want to fall, they go. Give you auto suggestion that fall down, fall down, fall down. We are interesting human beings. But Lebo, my brother, thank you for your creative genius in the Lion King. And what I do know is that you have created spaces for a lot of South Africans. The Lion King without a South African nuance and the South African performance is not a Lion King. And a lot of young South African blacks have had the opportunity of going abroad and being part of that and to showcase what South Africa has. And one thing that we never realized, South Africa has got an amazing culture. When I was in London at one stage, I was in the Lion King. On Broadway, there were 3 South African plays. There was Umoja, there was another one from Cape Town, and I don't think there has ever been an African country that has had more than 2 shows on Broadway at one go. In South Africa, we really look down upon ourselves and never realized that, hey, we got something amazing going. And as in my conclusion, I was telling a friend now that we have I've got the rights to do Fences, the August Wilson play. In the preamble of the play, August Wilson has written a poem, and it says, when the sins of our fathers visit us, we should not play host to them, but we should forgive them as large as God and His law. My consolation to you, my brother. And in closing, I would like to say, you have proved to us, and I shared this in one of the songs that you recorded in South Africa when you were doing the Lion King here. And it's a poem I wrote dedicating it to Naked. And it goes like this. From the bowels of liberty, once proud beings, then reduced to a corrosive humility, our souls disgracefully packed and sold, times tick, turn the meek to bold, elevating our spirit to a height, march to perplex arrogance might. Because now, siyazazi, we know who we are. Thank you very much.